What's up, guys? Sci-Fi Guy 2094 here. I'm going to be talking about a few trailers that I've recently released this past week that look super awesome. So I'm going to talk about them. Now, the most promising one, of course, is Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, obviously, it is a Marvel movie, it is a superhero movie, but at its core, Fantastic Four is a sci-fi film. So I'm really excited about this movie. It looks cool. I really like the trailer. Um, I didn't like Ben's voice. I think that's a lot of people have like that's the main concern is Ben's voice. Like he sounds way too high pitched. So hopefully they deepen that voice, give it more of like a gruff and a deep tone because as it is now his voice just it just does not fit the thing. So hopefully they change the voice on that. Honestly, the trailer was really good. I liked it, and man, seeing Galactus at the end there, like I got goosebumps. I was like, oh man, like we're actually getting Galactus instead of just like the cosmic cloud that we got in Rise of the Silver Surfer. So they didn't reveal the Silver Surfer in this trailer yet either. Of course, this is just a teaser. You know, some people don't really like the fact that female Silver Surfer is gonna be the first one introduced instead of Norrin Rad Silver Surfer. Honestly, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with Pedro Pascal playing Reed Richards. He's a really talented actor. If you guys watch an indie film called Prospect, he's fantastic in that. Um, Pun intended. And, you know, it really, you know, to me, that movie really cemented him as like a full-fledged actor in my mind, you know, because in Mandalorian, I watched the first season, I was like, yeah, this is a really good show, but there's very little dialogue. He kind of just wears the helmet. You know, he doesn't really get to show off his acting ability in The Mandalorian. So Prospect was really interesting. I would watch him in that if you have any doubts about his acting ability. These other guys, I don't know. Um, Johnny Storm and The Thing, I don't know these guys. I don't know who they are exactly. I'm not even familiar with Vanessa Kirby either. But, you know, hopefully this third time is the charm for the Fantastic Four. You know, there was a film back in like 1994, but I'm not counting that one because it was unreleased. So, I mean, technically, this is going to be like the fourth adaptation, but I don't count the unreleased film. I don't consider that an official film. I just consider the ones from Fox, which is, you know, the 2005, 2007, and then let's not talk about Fant Four Stick because, yeah, that was really bad. But anyway, looks exciting, looks promising. I'm kind of more excited for the Fantastic Four in the MCU than I am with like the Thunderbolts or Captain America 4. Um, yeah, it looks really promising, and I hope it does well. Next movie I'm going to talk about is Jurassic World uh, Rebirth, I believe. And it looks really good too. You know, it looks like scary. They're going back to the roots of the horror elements of Jurassic Park. You know, I grew up watching the first Jurassic Park. Wasn't too big on the second one growing up. We kind of just like skipped over that when we were kids, like watching that one, and then we were really big on the third one. And yeah, the third one was really good in my opinion. First one obviously is a classic. So Jurassic World Rebirth looks super promising, looks great, looks scary. I love the adventure aspect of Jurassic World. Um, and you know, you have some pretty big leads, Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson in the franchise. And you know, it's directed by Gareth Edwards, who directed Star Wars Rogue One. He also wrote and directed The Creator, which is a very underrated sci-fi action movie that is currently, I believe it's on Amazon right now. Um, if it's not on Amazon, which it should be because they like just put it on there, but it should be on Hulu for a while because it's a Fox film. I think this film was really good, and unfortunately, Fox didn't really market this film, so it didn't really do that well. They also didn't put it out in like China, South Korea, um, UK. They only did it in the United States, which is kind of weird. You know, Edwards worked really hard on it. $80 million budget. It looks like a $250 million film. Like, that's how great it looks. It's a great film. So anyway, Gareth Edwards is directing this film, so he has my money. He already has my money because I just love him as a filmmaker. So I'm already my wallet is open for that movie. I'm definitely going to go see that. And then the last movie I want to talk about is a movie called Ash. Well, actually, I have two more movies. Um, so this movie called Ash is from executive producer Neil Blomkamp, the great filmmaker, visionary filmmaker behind District 9, Chappie, and Elysium. This is like a sci-fi thriller horror. It stars a girl named Isa Gonzalez, and it just looks really, really trippy and weird, and it looks great. So those are all the trailers that have released, and then I'm just going to talk about one more film that we haven't seen a trailer for, but I'm obviously super excited for, and that would be Avatar: Fire and Ash, James Cameron's film. That's going to be way later this year, but we haven't seen a trailer for that. We've seen some concept art and things like that, which it looks really great. But 2025 is shaping up to be a great year for sci-fi, and I'm super excited.